Alright, here's something crazy to think about. What if I told you that some of the world's biggest cities are literally building land out of thin air? Yep, countries are creating entire islands from nothing, expanding their coastlines, adding new real estate, and even building military bases where there used to be nothing but an open ocean. But how is this even possible? How do engineers take water and sand and somehow turn it into a stable, livable landmass that can support skyscrapers, airports, and millions of people? And here's a wilder thought. What if we started doing this on a much bigger scale? What if instead of fighting over land, we just made more of it? Well, today, we're breaking down the insane engineering behind artificial islands, some shocking hidden facts, and why some countries are racing to build them faster than ever. Before we dive in, please quickly hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Your support makes a difference, allowing us to keep bringing you fresh, exciting content. Plus, it helps our community grow. Thanks for being part of it. You might think artificial islands are a new thing, but guess what? Humans have been making land for centuries. Did you know? The Aztecs built floating islands called chinampas over 600 years ago, where they grew crops on rafts made of reeds and soil. The entire city of Venice, Italy, was built on artificial land, with wooden stakes driven into the seabed to hold up buildings. The Netherlands has been literally pushing back the sea since the Middle Ages, creating entire provinces out of reclaimed land. So yeah, while modern artificial islands are more advanced, the idea of creating land where there was none has been around for a long, long time. Alright, so why are countries still doing this? Simple. Space, money, and power. Land shortages. Some countries don't have enough land for their growing populations. Singapore has expanded its coastline by 25% using land reclamation. Economic growth. Dubai built Palm Jumeirah to create luxury beachfront real estate, making it a money-making machine. Military expansion. China's South China Sea islands turned tiny reefs into military bases, giving them control over key shipping routes. Climate protection. The Maldives is building artificial islands as a defense against rising sea levels. This could be the future for cities like New York or Venice. So whether it's for money, security, or survival, artificial islands are becoming a go-to solution for many countries. Alright, so here's where things get wild. You can't just drop some dirt into the ocean and call it an island. It's way more complicated than that. There are two main ways to build an artificial island. Think of it like trying to build a sandcastle in the ocean. But instead of waves washing it away, you have billion-dollar machines fighting back. Step-by-step process. Find a shallow area. The deeper the water, the more difficult and expensive it is to build. That's why artificial islands often start on reefs or near coastlines. Dredging the ocean floor. Massive dredging ships vacuum up sand and spray it onto the chosen site. Engineers call this rainbowing because of how the sand shoots in an arc. Compacting the sand. Loose sand is unstable, so engineers use giant rollers and vibratory compactors to make sure it doesn't sink. Building seawalls and reinforcements, otherwise waves will wash everything away. Adding infrastructure. Now you can build roads, airports, and entire cities. This is how Dubai built Palm Jumeirah, how Hong Kong expanded its airport, and how the Netherlands is literally keeping the ocean from taking back their land. Now, here's where things get really sci-fi. Instead of building on sand, what if we just made cities float? Artificial floating platforms, made of concrete, steel, or advanced polymers, anchored to the seafloor. Self-sustaining cities. Some islands generate their own electricity, collect rainwater, and even grow food. Climate-proof innovation. Floating cities could be the future for places threatened by rising sea levels. Right now, floating cities are still in the early stages, but projects are already underway to create offshore neighborhoods, floating farms, and even floating airports. Now, let's check out some of the most insane artificial islands that actually exist. Palm Jumeirah, Dubai, UAE. Built using 94 million cubic meters of sand, shaped like a palm tree, and visible from space. Hong Kong International Airport expansion. An entire airport runway built on artificial land. China's South China Sea Islands. Military bases disguised as islands, giving China control over key waters. Forest City, Malaysia. A futuristic eco-city designed to be completely green and self-sustaining. The Netherlands polder system. The country has literally expanded itself by reclaiming land from the sea. What if, instead of fighting over land, countries just built more of it? What if entire nations were floating megacities, moving across the ocean like giant cruise ships? What if space colonization is still far off, but could artificial islands be the first step toward building floating, self-sustaining civilizations? Sounds crazy, but people once thought artificial islands were impossible. Now they exist, so who knows? Maybe in 100 years, the biggest cities on Earth won't even be on land. So, what do you think? Are artificial islands the key to solving overpopulation and climate change? Or are we playing a dangerous game with nature? If you enjoy this video, please like and hit that subscribe button for more videos on design and innovation. Thanks for watching. See you next time.